Hey, where are we? Don't tell them. Stick around to the end of the video and find out where we are. Yeah, we'll get to this.
Big news
moves
coming.
This is not our land. We're not on the land. So let's get out to Chad and Ray's, and then we'll tell you what we're doing out here. We'll be back. Hey guys, guess where we are? Not our land. Chad from Adler Farms, my brother, we were texting late last night about some chainsaws and things because he and Ray found this piece of property and it's gorgeous. It's absolutely wonderful for them. So we've been out here hanging out, walking around, kind of seeing what they're planning to do with it. It's a lot of fun. He might have also bought a brand new chainsaw and I might have been the one to help him pick one out and potentially get it going.
So Chad was the first one to see the property that we bought, so it was only natural for us to be the first ones to see the property that he's bought. So yeah. This has been a little fun for us.
We pulled the family card. Sorry, guys. I said, hey, before you get your buddies out there and you show all those other people, like, let's come out and see it. So yes. It was really nice of them. We've had a great time. So we're gonna do a little walk around. We'll show you some of it. And if you don't get enough of it, then be sure to go check out their new channel. So go check them out at Chad and Ray. I think it's AF Insider, the Adler Farms Insider. They'll have another video up with a lot more footage and their plans and all that stuff. So yeah, let's go take a look. Well, we just got this special invite to come out to Chad and Ray's new land. So what did we do? Hopped in the truck and came out. I think he just wanted to use me to get his new chainsaw broken and set up, but we'll find out.
No, I was just telling him though, you've already done this. Like we grew up running chainsaws and stuff. We all did. What?
You gotta talk to my little fuzzy guy.
We already ran. Come here, man.
Ray, did you have something to say?
What? Wait, what am I doing?
Just film being dumb.
Chad doesn't use microphones like us, and so
you have to talk to this whisker biscuit.
You gotta talk to my chest here if you want to hear Chad on our channel.
Yep. You have to talk to my chaps if you want to hear cutting.
I'm not even sure what to say.
They've already been through all this.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not gonna. Like, I just sent you a text last night and I was like, what chainsaw do I get? You're like, you get this one? If you can't find that one, you get this one.
I did.
And you order the big one. So, but we ordered the Big Brother. But this thing does rip.
Yes, it does.
Like, people were giving me flack because I had, see, it is a Mark II. That means it's got some of the pro features.
Yeah, and it's just the second iteration.
Yep. Like, it's made for a...
I don't know if the 120
because the one right
is.
next to it was only like 150 bucks. That came from my pants, not my...
Yeah.
Not myself and my chaps. How about that?
If you didn't pay more than about $400, $500 for a Husky, it ain't technically the commercial line because
that was $229.
Yeah.
But the reason it is though is because it's not 50cc.
That is correct. Yeah.
Which is a bucking and limbing. Bucking and limbing.
Yeah.
Is limbing the right word?
It is.
It is.
That's exactly what it is.
I might hear myself saying lemering. But that, they can probably tell that's a watchtower. But I thought it'd be really cool to put a monkey in there because we'll like hardware cloth it and make it to where it can't get out.
Yeah.
So there's no escaping. There's no like escape monkey in Ottawa County. But anyway.
We're in Craig County.
We're in Craig County now. Oh.
We don't know where we are.
We're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, we're in both. Anyway.
I've never used the front.
You got oil on your pants.
Oh, dude, I got oil everywhere.
That's why I wear the gray man.
Yeah, I have some, but these make it look like I work harder, right?
They do. They get dirtier quicker.
Yeah, I think so.
How's that scrunch?
So I haven't ever used a front tensioner like that. Mine's down here on the side, but I think your chain is just too tight, and so that's what's causing it to die because it doesn't move free enough. If I have it unlocked, I should be able to easily...
Are you gonna fix it or talk about it?
Oh yeah, we'll talk about it and fix it.
I really need this branch gone.
All right, well, I mean, I can also go get old trusty Echo over there that's all broke in.
We can do it. We can run this down there.
Okay.
It's cool. It's like we own this.
It's awesome,
it's
isn't
so
it?
crazy. I know, I like it.
I'm so happy and excited for you guys.
I wasn't sleeping through the whole negotiation process, and now I'm not sleeping because I'm watching chainsaw videos till 3 o'clock in the morning.
I can send you links, buddy, because I've put in years worth of time looking at that stuff. Let's take this over to the tailgate so I can lay her down.
Now that I know, now that we own it, like I just needed a little soft for like,
yep.
We're probably gonna get a side-by-side or something. And,
yep. The great thing about this saw, kind of like my battery-powered Husky, is the weight.
Yeah.
Because if you did what you just did with that Echo for 5-10 minutes, you're feeling a little exhausted after a while. That's about 15 pounds, and this feels maybe 10, 11. I know it doesn't sound like much, but carry it around and maneuver it, and it changes everything. Yeah. So while Chad's over there cutting, he left all his bar oil and fuel over here, and I'm running a little low. So just gonna borrow something out of the back of your truck.
I'm sorry, what?
You might need to fire that back up and keep cutting over there. I was just gonna borrow some of this oil and this fuel here.
I just bought that.
Everybody clear?
Yeah. Here, hand this to Chad. Make him do it.
I got you, buddy.
Here, I'll do it. Let's roll. You better do it or I won't use it right. Do I have to wear makeup on this channel?
We already put blush on. Don't pretend like you didn't. Come on.
I'm sweating.
I do appreciate it, but we have shot video before that had great clips with you in it, and we couldn't use it.
It's because I'm funny.
So we got Chad on.
Couldn't hear you.
Got Chad on the mic.
And it blends in with my beard. You can't see it, can you?
That's kind of true,
See?
actually.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm a trained professional. I've been doing this for 2 years.
What is going on? Yeah, Shanon and I, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and so
No.
we run a little bit more complicated equipment for no reason at all. I don't even know who to talk to. But yeah, so this is very sweet of Chad. There it is. Very sweet of Chad. He has a big, kind heart,
I do. Huge heart
and that's why we put that microphone on.
for stuff we don't need.
For stuff we
Huge
don't
heart. I like this though because I'm taller than you. They can't tell you're standing in a ditch.
need. Yeah, let's go with it. Yeah.
Usually everybody's like, is Kyle taller than you? It's like since 8th grade. But anyway, no, this is cool. So nobody knows this shit. This is 5 acres right here. And they hay this. The 1,500 pound round bales that I buy, I now have my own hay field.
That's awesome.
So what they recommended, what Gary Walker, what he recommended is, because the Highlands will eat just like anything. They're not like an Angus cow where they need straight fescue and all that. So what we'll do is we'll start the Highlands down there in another 5 acre area. And because I've got paddocks we can move them to, and it's not about rotational grazing, it's just I have the space.
Yeah, yeah.
But what we'll do is I'll run them down there in that rough stuff and get a first cut off this field and get my bales. And we have a neighbor who will bale this for us in exchange for bales. And I'll just keep what I need to get through the winter.
Dude, that's all too perfect.
So, which my plans for cattle moving forward is I just want a few more Highlands. Now, Ray, I don't know, man, we might end up with like a zebra or how much hay do zebras eat?
Make him get a giraffe.
I want a mini giraffe, but you know they're born our height?
The minis are? Or the real
No,
ones?
the real ones.
You need a real one.
Dude, it's like, I mean, really
Yeah.
tall as that tree.
Right.
He could just jump over my pond.
Maybe they'll eat the ticks out of the trees up there. I don't know what giraffes eat. They might not eat ticks.
They eat eucalyptus.
Oh, yeah.
That's koala bears.
We are...
Is eucalyptus? What?
Eucalyptus?
Does
That's right.
Eucalyptus. Does it grow in Ottawa County?
Surely not. Hey, so your Highlands, will they root the ground like pigs will? Like, will they...
No, they don't tear it up. They're just, like when we got Fred at the land we leased, Mr. G's,
Yep.
you know, there's a lot of overgrowth. Like they'd push some trees down and just let it grow up. Well, Fred goes in there and eats the brush. It's kind of like a goat.
Yep.
He just eats whatever's green.
Okay.
Whereas your Angus cows, you know, I had the Angus crosses, but there's still more Angus in them than anything, but they would touch it. They were there. The beefy boys were on that pasture for like 6 months and couldn't have cared less about that until they saw Fred eating it.
I know. There
And
you
they were
go.
like, whoa, where did that come from?
That's a good idea, buddy.
So anyway, we ate them. They were
Right,
delicious.
Yeah, they did
We're
a good
still
job.
eating them.
So
But
when you hay this, then will you move the
Yep.
Highlands up here and then grow down here and hay that and just bounce back and
that's
forth?
probably not hayable at this point just because of the terrain.
Gotcha.
But I'll get so much hay off this, I won't even be able to use it
For like a year.
for my.
So then when it gets back around to growing season, you just...
Well, what you do
feed
is because a lot of times you get, like, some people can squeak out 3 cuts in one season.
it. Okay.
So we could probably do 2, but I'll wind up with more hay than I got. So we'll cut it once, let it grow a little bit, and then we'll put the Highlands in here. It doesn't mean that I can't leave the Highlands. I can give them the whole thing.
Okay.
But as soon as we open that, if there's fresh whatever, they'll come up here.
So if I went and maybe scored like a couple alpacas, Could they hang here for a while?
Well, the alpacas aren't allowed in Oklahoma. What?
Yeah.
Are they? I saw what you're doing there.
Somebody else having a different idea.
I want 2 alpacas. I want Al. Yep, one of them's gonna be named Al and one of them's gonna be named Pac-Man. I don't care if they're both females. Those are the names they're getting.
That's perfect.
And I really want 2 alpacas. Problem is, and we'll get back to this, we just don't have a well. So I can't water them on our land yet.
Well, Ray's got her own 5 acres to put whatever she wants on it.
Somewhere other than here or on here?
Right here.
You're only giving her 5? Girl, you got 5 for 10. Come on.
You need half. Remember, this is 50.
You know what? Take 11. Give him 9. You take 11.
Well, it depends on who's feeding and watering these things. Because first off, they're his Alpac-mans. If they're his Alpac-mans and you just want to look at them and I'm feeding and watering them, they get 5 acres. They'll be lucky they get 1 acre. How much grass alpaca eat?
They don't root, so they will actually almost finish.
See, I knew you were asking that for a reason.
Yeah.
You don't have to mow.
You don't have to mow. That's exactly right.
I want to mow. I want a 0 turn. Well, I do.
Well,
I
you
want a
will
0
one.
turn.
You will one time on that summer day when it's 94 degrees, and you're like, okay, get all them alpacas out here.
I'm not gonna lie, mowing's pretty fun.
It is. I love mowing.
Well, I want something of a yard.
Yeah.
Like the house is probably going to be back-ish here.
Okay.
But what's crazy is, I mean, you see how far that is right there.
Yeah.
And I mean, it feels a long ways, but it's a little bit further to that fence.
Have you looked to see how wide you are acre-wise?
Not yet. We don't know the frontage.
Okay. So the other thing you can do is get on Google Earth Pro. I think you got to download it. It's free. And you can actually draw lines, even approximate lines, around the property line. And that's how I know exactly. Ours is like 3.2 acres this way.
We have hard corners. There's metal pipe.
Too easy, yeah.
The guy behind us has 10 times the amount of land we do, if not more. So he definitely knows where his pins are.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So if I just go off of those, we'll get a real good idea. And the pipe in the corners was established like way before any of us were even out here. So we know our corners.
Good, yeah, then that's, because you can do not only distances by feet and everything, but you can actually do the acreage, and that way you know.
It's 20.1.
Yeah, and so you can tweak basically you draw a polygon or a square, whatever size yours is, and find out exactly, like, is it that 20.1, and is this corner right? It's really cool. We did that on ours, and so I know we're like 3.5 acres wide and 6.5 acres deep, basically. I feel like yours may be wider, maybe not quite as deep, which I like that. I like that way it kind of runs this way, and you have the option. Are you thinking facing the house that way or this way? Oh, is it?
That's what we know.
Okay.
I believe it's 2 square 10s beside each other.
This is awesome, man. This is really cool.
But no, I think the house, because we like, you know what's funny? You guys need to come down here. I mean, I don't know how long you'll stay today, but she's going to say, you're crazy. You keep talking about this, but we were on the way home from the auction a couple weeks ago. And we came right down this road, and we didn't even know about this yet. We knew about it, but we didn't. And it looked towards the west and saw the sunset. Well, at home, I mean, I'm super cool. I got the old altimeter on my watch.
Yeah, mine just tells me the time of day.
Yeah, but anyway.
Oh, and the tide.
So this is the tide, good.
What's important?
Yeah. Grand Lake tides?
Grand Lake tide, yeah.
But
I know. I don't know. It came with the thing. And the moon, as if we care. Go ahead.
But anyway, we're like 500 or 600 feet higher on the leased land at home. There's so many hills. Like, you know, if you're mom and dad's and you're watching the sunset, but once it hits the tree line, the sunset's gone.
Yep.
But here, you can see it forever.
All the way down
and
to the horizon.
You'll see purples and oranges. I've never seen it before.
Yeah.
See those cows? They're probably 100 yards into the neighbor's land.
Okay.
But our fence is where you see all those trees where they get taller and taller and nobody's trimmed them back. That's the fence line, basically.
Got it.
But we got a big old pond.
What's this green roof building right here?
Well, it started
like
out as a shed, but it's got calving stalls in it. So at some point they had sheep or something.
And then this was a part of the Speedway thing.
This is a part of the deal, and then that's a concession stand and a watchtower. Was the idea.
And now this power, that transformer's on your land, right?
We got 3 of them.
That's fantastic.
Or not 3 transformers, but we have 3. There's a spot for a meter up there. There's one right here, and then there's one even further.
Okay.
So technically we have power the length of the property.
That's great.
The only thing we have is water is way up there.
You have a well?
No.
Rural water?
Well, a well here, you have to go like beyond 600 feet and it's still going to taste like salt.
Ooh.
So a lot of people just don't do it. But that was a big draw, having at least rural water, because somebody spent a pretty penny on that before we got it. You know how we found the meter is, well, one of the friends of the sellers, he uses metal detector to find it, but it's pretty.
So it's here. I mean, you have access to the rural water.
I can go up here and drink it.
Okay.
I mean, I probably wouldn't right now, but.
Right. Well, that's fantastic.
Yep. And heading into the warm season, like if I wanted to, we could put a frost free up there.
Yeah.
And just lay a garden hose.
True.
But I'll buy PEX. I'm not going to lay garden hose, but.
Well, I mean, I would think you would want the alpacas up front as like the cuties when people are pulling onto the property. It says, "Hi, I'm a cutie," and this guy's he's a weenie.
I mean, Fred's pretty cute.
Fred
we have about the bougiest cows you can buy.
Alpacas will also help with predators a little bit, not quite like llamas will.
But I thought alpacas, if they both had their huevos, they'll like attack each other for death.
How cool would that be?
Have fun feeding them, babe.
I think those are.
You know how I'd feed them? I'd stand right here and go, "Here you go."
Instead of throwing you out to the wolves, they're throwing you out to the alpacas.
Yep.
Well, I think so. The llamas are the ones that are more aggressive, but yes, alpacas can be. No, alpacas are sweet and adorable, and I'm going to learn how to make fleece vests out of them.
Wait a second.
No, you don't have to kill them. You just shave them. And
big as you are, you're going to need more than 2.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm going to need a couple seasons. I think you can do 2 shavings a year, maybe, or 1. I forget.
Nope.
I am very impressed.
Let's go look at the pond.
Okay.
This is going to be dangerous.
It is. People are actually getting on to me for this because I've done it before.
Yeah. Good thing you have chaps on under your pants.
Yeah, I got my under chap pants wear on. Just you. Yeah, so 15 pounds after a while, yeah, it's there. What you may be able to do, since you got water on either side, is do a nice control burn right down that thing. I mean, if you just, start it up here and just tame it up here, kind of let it go that way, there's absolutely nowhere for the fire to go. I'll be honest, you can take a riding mower over that stuff, and it works, but you got to dance on the riding mower so you don't get caught.
That's why I'm wearing chaps. Thorns.
That's smart. We're like half safe today. The eye protection, leg protection, so together we're one safe person.
Together we're OSHA approved.
Oh yeah. There's water in the hole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not a spring or anything.
Like a real big hole?
Probably 18 by 20. It's pretty good size. It's huge.
That's a big hole.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. What a hole. Okay, something literally just, anybody just throw something in the water?
No, it's what are we gonna name that beaver?
Beaver.
It's Harry.
Harry the, Harry Beaver. I gotta leave that right there.
Well, let's walk over there. I'll show you what he did to the trees.
All right, I wanna see it. There you go. You're welcome. I saw that
Tree.
over there. He's busy.
This is his house. I was trying to see if I could just come up behind him somehow. he would, when it got dusty, he'd pump water out of here and use this as like it created the gravity to flow it to the track, the pump. And he would flood that, so it was whatever. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but he's cut it since. I guess that's not.
Oh, it's all been cut. Yeah.
Everybody got a good running escape plan.
Make sure you can get away.
It's that direction. Good job. And look at my little hinge, not too bad. Now it's pretty.
Absolutely.
And that was some bad thorns. I was ready to run right through them.
So I was like, when we were out here taking cool shots of the sunset, I would like pan to where that was just out of frame, and then I have to go back. I was like, I want that gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
So when we shook on it, like officially yesterday with terms and all that stuff, that was the first thing that popped in my head was, I need a chainsaw.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, absolutely. I like that one you got. And I think, you know, for this not being quite as wooded or nearly as wooded as ours, I'd probably still get that 550 that you're looking at.
Well,
But
I'm looking at this, and here's our thoughts, and I've shared this with her, but it was like midnight, and I don't know if she was actually awake. When I want to do something, I ask her in the middle of the night, because, okay, but yeah, sounds good, all right, oh, sounds good. So that's how I got a chainsaw today. But anyway.
yeah.
Anyway.
And we might have texted about it for a couple hours.
Yeah, we did.
Back and
But I
forth.
told her.
Yeah.
Oh, it was way past that.
Yeah.
Definitely way past that.
Yeah, it was like,
I was out after that, but at 1:30.
yeah, we were going.
He's like, hey, Kyle and Shannon want to come out to land tomorrow. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're fun.
Well, we appreciate you going along with it, whether you knew you were or not.
Anyway, what I wanted to do and what we talked about is we want to see it green.
Yeah, right.
Like-
yes,
All of it looks dead right now.
right.
But I don't think this is actually dead, or it wouldn't have those little
No.
tiny.
Now, your
Gross.
problem, what we've run into and what we've learned through some of our commenters, these vines, all these vines, if you let that continue, it will kill those. It's killed a lot of trees
Right,
on our
right.
land.
It chokes them out.
There was a guy that told us he cut it about
Chest
6
height.
feet, chest height, and then at the bottom.
Put it down at the bottom, and they'll fall out of the trees eventually.
Yeah, because we have some sections with so many vines that, like, if you go pulling on one, you'll get hit in the head by a limb from another tree. Because I almost took a limb to the head because when I downed a tree, the vine was holding onto another tree with a limb in it, and
Gotcha.
it landed right where I was cutting. But I had my helmet on.
Sounds-
Maybe not for that one.
I'm thinking a lot of this, I'd cut it and let it fall into the water
Yeah.
for cover.
Oh yeah,
And then with this peninsula, you know, for fishing purposes, you toss to it
yeah.
and it'd just be great cover.
Well, and we were fortunate enough to see ours when it was green before we got to winter, so we kind of knew some of the major trees that we wanted to take down this time of year, but now we're hesitant because we're kind of forgetting which ones were alive and we don't want to cut down.
Well, and that's what I want to do is like, if there's a healthy-ish looking tree,
Yeah.
I'm going to put a piece of orange tape around it
Yep.
and we'll see what it looks like in the
Just know.
summer.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, I would say all of them that are leaning out this way, those are all alive. I think
Right.
those are just fine.
But again, they're going to be strangled.
they're going to need some, yeah, I'll be real
But
curious.
you know what I almost bought off of Palmetto State is a FLAME thrower.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I almost
We've had people
I
tell
almost pulled the
us.
trigger. See what I did there?
You're so funny.
Yeah,
I'm funny. I'm funnier with this whisker biscuit. I can feel it.
it's pretty cute.
Well, the problem is when you were running the chainsaw, I forgot I had it on,
So were you talking?
and I thought it was time to like burp because nobody can hear me. So there's no telling what that sounds like.
We have had people wear these before that don't realize if we're still over here filming and they're wearing that and they walk over there, we know everything their conversation entails. Fortunately, nobody has talked smack on us behind our back yet, but yeah, we got to be aware of that. Yeah, we were also making people sick and we were recording in stereo mode. So our last 2 videos, you'll notice that if you're watching even on your phone, you hear like my voice out of this side and hers out of theirs, but we're not on that side of the screen. There's a little mishap with the new camera setup, but we got her figured out.
True that.
Hopefully.
I'm coming home. Leave open the gate. Don't turn off the light. I'm coming home.
Where are you?
So I am actually at our new home site for about 6 to 8 months, depending on how long things take us to get everything done. But this is where we're gonna live for the next several months.
That's awesome.
Yes, I'm very excited about it. I think it's gonna be a good place.
So we're at a campground. We're doing a thing. We're going all in. We're doing it. We have a camper purchase. It's gonna live here. We're gonna live here. And we're gonna sell that house. And that'll allow us to move forward on the shop.
Yep, get our well done.
Get the well done, keep things rolling. We've had some overwhelming days of just so much all at once, you know, but this is the dream and we don't want to waste any more time than we've already potentially wasted. So we thought, hey, let's go all in and do this. Let's go for it. Get rid of the house while the housing market is good. Here it is, March 14th, 2022. It's, I don't know, 50, 60 degrees out here, but it's a little windy, so Shannon's staying a little cool. But yeah, this is our future home for a while, guys. We're so excited. We're exhausted from figuring all this out. We won't get the camper till next week, I think, so we'll definitely show you that once we get it. Get the full tour of it before we go personalizing the inside and putting pretty pictures of my wife up and our dog and all that. But
it's been a whirlwind. We've had a lot going on the last week. So.
Yeah.
We're
But this is
taking
awesome.
it all in.
This is so cool. So, you know, yeah, we don't know how to run a camper. We don't know how to empty the black tank. We don't know how to empty the gray tank. I've watched some videos, but we're gonna learn that. We're gonna learn that the hard way. Hopefully not. I mean,
I hope not the hard way.
We'll
I
do-
used to about
we'll
how
do
to
the
bugs
research.
fly up my nose, by the way.
oh, we're already getting used to this outside living where Shannon has bugs flying up her nose. We're in the corner. Let's check this out. So we did get a corner spot, which excites me a lot. Let me go back here. This is it. Fortunately, we don't have anybody next to us on this
one
side.
side.
So we can bring Nala out here and she can waller around with us and we'll put one of her lines out.
I don't know if we can. We may have to keep her on a leash. We have to look at the rules first.
A line is a leash.
Okay. Well, you can't have a tie-out line. Like most places, you can't have a tie-out line where you just put your dog out and they run around. You have to actually take them around on a leash. So that'll be something to get used to.
Now, I'm bringing the tie-out line and I'm gonna make them tell me, hey, you can't do that. I'm gonna say, I'm so sorry. She was on a leash, I just wasn't holding the other end of it. It was in a hook.
I'm going to read the rules and regulations so we don't get kicked out of here.
Oh yeah, that might be important. We do need to follow the rules. I really won't do anything against the rules, but I may try. I love my princess and she needs her time outside. But we're gonna be outside. The cool thing is our awning, we will have an awning.
Yeah, and it's on this side.
It's on this side, so I will be able to park my truck over there, which the camper is actually technically a little bit too big for my truck, so that's a whole nother discussion for another day. But Shannon's dad does have a 2500 Ram, so he's gonna help deliver it out here.
Yes.
And if I need to move it for any reason, I can rent from U-Haul.
My dad will come get it whenever we need him to.
Yeah, but it's nothing over the top, you know, it meets our needs, it's perfect for 2 people and a dog. So I'm looking forward to showing you guys that, but yeah, this is all new, man.
It's exciting though. It's very exciting because, you know, our whole goal was to get out of the city, and here we are.
Yeah, it gives a lot more meaning to the get out, you know. I know some people had questioned in the early days, like, why is your channel name K&S Get Out? What you just bought land? I'm like, well, there's more to that story. There's a lot more to that story.
And it will come. We're
It will
going to share
come.
that with you.
Yeah.
But we just have to take it one step at a time, one day at a time, just like our normal thing is. Normal saying, what is that? Our mantra.
Our mantra. Let's go with a mantra. One day at a time. It just so happens that in one day,
Our world flipped upside down.
we bought a camper. We texted a realtor. They're gonna come see it tomorrow. They're ready for us to put it on the market. Speaking of which, we are coming to the Okie homestead this weekend.
Yes, this weekend.
Yeah, today's Monday. So Wednesday.
Thursday
is what I meant. You guys know the dates, but if you're gonna be there, stop by and say, hey, we don't even have any merch. We're still looking at figuring out how to get shirts, but you know, I'll wear the good old signature hat that you've probably seen 100 times now. But we're gonna learn some stuff. Man, we are so new to this, and Shannon's already nervous for the hog butcher. but we're gonna learn, guys. We're gonna get there, and we just kind of decided, you know what, it's time. It's time in life to go all in, and this is going all in. Taking advantage of the market for the housing market right now. We got a heck of a deal on the camper. It was a great sale. The people there were wonderful to work with, and we're gonna come see you at the Okie homestead. So we'll keep you posted, and you'll see our new home set up here before too long. Stay tuned. Hey, we forgot to mention something. If you like what you see, smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It helps support the channel and we greatly appreciate it. And if you are a subscriber, throw comments down below. We love hearing from you. We read them, starting to respond a little bit better, and we just enjoy it. And you guys offer so much information. So as always, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.